Okay, nice. Mm, okay.
So we are done.
So we'll make a record.
Thank you.
So our topic is anti-addiction, and we start discussing the capsules. And last time, yesterday, even you for the yoga day, you also discuss the capsules. I mean, capsules of breathing.
That is a universal capsule. No? You can apply.
Uh-huh.
That's learning one thing and applying in all kind of discomfort or applying for any issue. So this breathing issue is for sure. In anti-addiction, we can apply the same technique to save the person from restlessness.
Mm-hmm.
So person has a capsule, like addiction is making the person to move in the action or creating
Mm-hmm.
restlessness, and person can make any decision which may not be good.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you are in anxiety or not feeling good, insecure, what you do, you try to call someone first of all
Mm-hmm.
to go, or you try to watch some movie or something. You come into action, which may not be healthy, which should not be meaningful, but you are like you become impulsive.
Mm-hmm.
So this capsule of creating balancing the force. So becoming impulsive means force is going out of control,
Mm-hmm.
and here you can bring it under control. So addiction or any pattern which is making you restless and forcing you to make any kind of movement, maybe chaotic, haphazard, and you are losing control, that can be controlled by this universal technique of prana for sure. You can
And
also
I
practice.
think this smoking addiction is also connected with the breath. Some people is breathing more, inhaling
Yeah,
than
this
exhaling.
breathing technique is very much be useful if you are breathing in and out something. Any kind of smoking, this technique will be very useful to the point.
Mm-hmm. Um, but first you have to see person and make a diagnosis where he put the more power, and then do opposite or start balancing.
I will
Uh,
improvise it, you will practice it, and you will see. I will keep on explaining when we'll come to
mhm,
practical practice of it. Before we should clear the any theoretical aspect of understanding
mhm,
how it works and what is the technique. It will work particularly on smoking addiction, like
mhm,
person who is having alcohol or some weight addictions. It may not work,
mhm.
but
Um,
any smoking for sure it will work because directly related to prana.
and also with person, okay, with the disease like asthma or cough or
No, a person is having weak lungs, then we cannot improvise because there is kumbhak. in the middle. So if it can be improvised to these people who are having issue with lungs or heart, then we should change the technique, not make it more vigorous,
Mm-hmm.
not making it more vigorous, but making it mild. If
Mm-hmm.
lungs are okay and relatively no medical issue with that,
Mm-hmm.
then we can make it more vigorous.
Mm-hmm. Because there is one technique which sometimes helps the asthma people. Asthma people cannot breathe out. They easily breathe in, and contracted bronchs is making a problem to breathe out. So uh, they put energy to breathe out. And even if you give them the straw for cocktail, and ask them to breathe through this straw, only through the straw, not through the mouth only through the straw. So they apply energy to the breathe in, and that technique is helping them a lot. They calm down. So instead of putting energy to the breathe out, they put uh, attention and energy to breathe in through the small straw. And that's I meet this technique, and I realize many people say it's very helpful for them, for the asthma people, just to
Yeah.
breathe through the straw.
So
And
we find that breathing through mouth can be improvised for asthma people when there is attack or in this situation. If suppose a person has asthma and doesn't have attack, and then is adopting this technique to practice in his life, we can see this way. If it is attack, it's a critical position, and person is not ready to listen to the technique unless the person is following it. So what we can do, for asthma people, we can give this technique so they keep on practicing it and become expert. So when attack comes, they can apply it. So here,
and also breathing problem have the people with hysteria, emotional short of the breath, when the people are
any
crying or.
breathing stops or chokes only when is too much impulse.
Mhm.
So our system cannot express is so much impulsive and it becomes erratic. So if we cannot improvise a square, that I say is that in different situation, we need to change the emphasis, the force out of
Mhm.
four, where we apply the force. In yogic way, if we see it, that first of all, we need proper energy into the system.
Mhm.
So if we increase the inhaling process longer,
Mhm.
just only emphasis will be inhaling because person has difficulty in exhaling, in breathing it out. So this is the weak point. So according to the law of hatha yoga force, we should not directly jump over the symptom. Like if
Mhm.
you have a knee pain, you should not jump to move the knee or do something
Mhm.
about it. But you need to relax that. You should not apply direct force. So
Mhm.
here we apply force because breathing in is easy. We apply force in breathing in, but make it as slow as possible.
Mhm.
That's the person is capable of, asthma person. So keep on breathing in and in as slow that the energy is digested at the same time.
Mhm.
So there will be very less air to breathe out.
Mhm.
And energy is already there. Prana is already there. So person will not be anxious or gasping for breath. because prana is not dependent on the quantity of breath. Prana is dependent on the quality of breath. The quality of breath, we will make it thinner and long. So breath coming in and force in, which is easy for the asthma person to apply force. Keep on applying to the maximum. At the maximum point, body will flow by itself. Then, if we try to put force on exhaling, we will be more disturbed. But we are doing it. So if I cannot exhale, I try more to exhale and become more anxious, and it may lead to heart attack. So not doing this, opposite, move opposite, not follow the rules of therapy, not applying force directly to the sick person or the person's sick organ. Not coordinating, because here is a coordination of breathing in, pausing, breathing out, pausing. There's a coordination going on all the time. So in this coordination, if breathing out is difficult, we will not apply force, at least on breathing out. Because there is an instinctive parasympathetic nervous system have all the knowledge how to protect the body in extreme situation. To bring sleep, to make it unconscious. Person becomes unconscious, then breath will flow easy. Because sympathetic nervous systems are not interfering. Here, sympathetic nervous systems are interfering into the natural process of parasympathetic nervous system. That conflict is life-threatening because two systems are fighting amongst each other. So life-threatening situation is the same with insomnia. Same situation with insomnia. Same situation here coming with asthma, what you say. So we apply force on in-breath, but control it. So we are applying force and controlling it. So once something comes in control, your anxiety and panic will not be there in the system because a control is there. So we are not fighting against the parasympathetic nervous system. So the moment a control arises in the body, person relaxing. Oh, everything is under my control. Here, person is a panic psychological attack that life is not under my control.
Yes.
So breathing in process, inhaling will be the force in, but slow to the maximum level. And there, we let it go. We don't try to exhale. We are not applying force to exhale, but making it reverse opposite. So applying so much force that it turns to opposite by its own law as a parasympathetic nervous system. And conscious nervous system, when it comes to maximum reach, like holding the fist to the maximum, after that you lose control. We are not applying in any way to control the breathing out system. That's the mistake. More you try, more panic attack it will bring, or it may lead to heart attack just because of panic. Psychological panic. So saving from psychological panic will be only way to apply control where the person can have control. And make it slow. That means you need to exercise control over the muscles. So all the breathing apparatus, breathing in apparatus will come to exercise control, and the person is saved from panic attack. Psychologically. So this removed, and we apply force to one direction so much that it automatically reverses, and all the system will be agreed to throw out. So the obstruction which breathing out there will be removed. That's the technical part of it. Why and how we should apply which technique in which situation. So this is technical aspect, following the guidelines of therapy.
So the remedy is to apply force to the opposite thing. And when it became more stabilized, then we can apply the harmonized technique.
It will harmonize
Apply,
itself. Once
but
parasympathetic nervous system will take over to
mhm,
breathe out, the breathing out process, see how long it's going. So as long it takes to breathing out, slowly breathing in make less and less.
mhm,
So then breathing in and out becomes equal. Forget
mhm,
about the pause.
mhm,
We are not working on the pause. So we are going step by step. So breathing in maybe 10,
mhm,
breathing out maybe 5.
mhm,
Natural. And breathing in natural means we are controlling it. Controlling the
mhm,
nature from one side, breathing in, suppose it takes 10 seconds. Breathing out with all the forces maybe takes 5 seconds. So here breathing
mhm,
in, we come to 9, 5, 8, 5, 7, 5, 6, 5, 5, 5.
mhm,
So we come to the control of 5, 5, and nervous system is relaxing about it.
mhm,
Once they become parallel, then we notice the pause.
mhm,
Maybe 1, 2, 2, 1. So we make 5, then make 2, 5, 2, 5, 2, 5, 2. Then 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 5, 5, 5. Done. We got control.
mhm. Then 666, 777,
Then keep on
then
increasing 888, 999 to 20, 20, 20 until you can go. So this will be an introduction of technique, understanding the person by diagnosis, and then improvising the technique, one step, and next step, next step, next step to the maximum health. And it has no limit. 1 minute
mhm.
breathe in, 1 minute pause, 1 minute breathe out, 1 minute pause. So take your time to take one cycle in 4 minutes and become fully enlightened.
Yes, yes. Then enlightenment comes, so it.
Either you remain or enlightenment, one, either of.
Uh, okay, so this technique is also there is no age limits for this technique, so it
No, no
can be
age
used
limit.
for.
We are talking universal way, no? We are not giving a proper
Mhm.
technique. This is not a training, meditative
Yes, yes.
therapy, teacher training. We are working on application of yogic knowledge to different situation, to different people, and what to do about. So universally, even a person is sick or healthy, can be applied universally to any person. Even person is don't have asthma or not addicted to, but the technique is the same.
Okay, how it connects with the heart rate? I mean, is it
Yes,
any
yes, yes.
connection?
For a few persons, we can improvise on breathing out.
Mm-hmm.
Breathing out techniques, lungs should be healthy and prolonging the that's not critical situation like asthma or heart attack or this kind of situation. Normally, relatively, person is healthy, no complaint about breathing in and out apparatus. We can also improvise force of breathing out situation. You remember that in therapeutic all asana movement, we keep one breath,
Mm-hmm.
emphasis on breathing in only. So the opposite happens by itself. It is the only therapeutic breathing which universally you can apply on any disease. There will be no side effect. It will benefit. But if you come to realize that, yes, this person is healthy fully and not physical blocks there in the body.
Mm-hmm.
We are doing asanas to make physical fitness, like nervous system, endocrine systems, balancing more physically. But if
Mm-hmm.
physical is not needed, then we emphasize on out breath. We don't breathe in.
Mm-hmm.
So breathing in, that's completely going in meditation process. for nirvana or moksha or samadhi, then it will change. It's not therapeutic. Then it will go to the just reverse of it.
Mm.
All the forces will go only to breathe out. And through breathing out, then breathing in, and then balancing from the rectangle and then coming to a square. So the process will change.
And what is the therapeutical meaning of kumbhaka? The holding the breath. What is it energy applied also to, yes, it's energy is applied to hold the breath and not breathe in, not breathe out, hold the breath. And so it's also part when you breathe in and then hold the breath, it's a part of the breathe in process, or it's different. Holding the breath, it's a different energy.
Holding the breath is different energy. No? We are going into the void, like neutral,
Mm-hmm.
like gear 1 and gear 2.
Mm-hmm.
Before going to 1 to 2, we are coming to neutral position.
Mm-hmm.
That is kumbhaka. But only thing here we have 2. In driving, we have only one kumbhaka, like one neutral. But here we have double
Mm-hmm.
neutrality. So this neutral position of the mind, where the person is neither alive nor dead,
Mm-hmm.
two position. So understanding our system in breathing way. So if we are breathing in, technically we are burning our energy.
Mm-hmm.
Suppose a device which has uranium.
Mm-hmm.
So with every interaction to other, if it is in process of movement, so something is connected and some spark is coming. So with every interaction, the reservoir of uranium is finishing
Mm-hmm.
and decaying. So the same process of breathing in. We breathe in and we kill, we burn our energy and come closer to death in time. So breathing in means pay the price to live, to bhoga. So if you are
Mm-hmm.
doing bhoga, you will die. More bhoga you will do, faster you die. So we are doing bhoga, breathing in,
Mm-hmm.
material bhoga. So that's why in therapeutic process, we increase breathing in. We are inducing you to bhoga, not moksha.
Mm-hmm.
Fixing the body, making the body capable to enjoy life more,
Mm-hmm.
use the senses more, and preparing you to bhoga. So therapeutic yoga is not yoga. It's actually bhoga. We are preparing the body to be capable to consume
Mm-hmm.
the energy. So breathing in process is this. It's called sansara.
Mm-hmm.
If you are putting emphasis on breathing in, you are inducing more and more sansara, making you capable of do bhoga more and more properly,
Mm-hmm.
enjoying life, libido.
Mm-hmm.
This is breathing in process. Then holding it. So you are holding the sansara inside you and trying to digest it. Digestion process. Relaxing it, not burning the energy. This is being, your chitta is being burned little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So individual atma, soul, is also burned in process of consumption of energy.
Mm-hmm.
This quantum packet of energy which you bring through birth, you are burning it. So oxygen is your only poison. Oxygen is the only poison which is killing you. More you take oxygen, first you will die.
Mm-hmm.
So here we make the process slow. So aging process making slow.
Mm-hmm.
The life decay process becoming slow. Death is going far away, prolonging, and holding
Mm-hmm.
it to digest. If you cannot digest, again psychological problem will come in your life. You will,
Mm-hmm.
everything will become irritative for you.
Mm-hmm.
You will become highly irritable, sensitive, reactive. So this is managed through digesting the samsara inside you. Hold it
Mm-hmm.
and digest it. Then let go of your attachments. Now this is my samsara. I will not allow the thought of my wife to go out of my head. I love her so much. I'm just joking. I mean, an impossibility, but you can imagine, no? Because you know it's not possible, but you can imagine properly because you are not afraid of. So this not letting go. So not letting
Mm-hmm.
go, then is letting samsara go out of you. And you are going to moksha.
Mm-hmm.
So out samsara is you took the samsara, digested it. Now you throwing the samsara out, vomiting it out. Don't keeping it. So vomiting the whole samsara out, attain the moksha, hold it outside of you. So outside of you is the source of energy somewhere here. Maybe here, somewhere, no? Somewhere here is a God right now.
Mm-hmm.
So in front of me, somewhere God is enveloping me and giving me a point to connect. That is
Mm-hmm.
moksha. So my every breath going out and pausing there and again taking a link to burn the samsara. So each breath is a samsara and moksha, one side.
Mm-hmm.
So if you only use for your moksha, then you put emphasis on out breath.
Mm-hmm. And holding the out breath is
Out
the.
more. Then your balance will go. You will have 10 seconds to breathe out and 5 seconds to pause.
Mm-hmm.
Then you increase the pause because physically you are not sick. So 10 seconds of breathing out and 10 seconds of holding the pause outside.
Mm-hmm.
Only moksha you want, nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want again to come back to samsara, then through that balance, you balance the in breath and in pause.
Mm-hmm.
Compromise it.
I think we already discussed that at the end, this moksha point, so it's also some kind of small death. So
Yeah, small death.
if you lose the connection with the God, you cannot breathe in and you're dying.
No, breathe in. Even if you breathe in, energy is not there, no? Breath starts to
Mm,
become shallow. We call it reversal of breath.
mm,
Reversal of breath means breath is reversing now. Now death, physical death is going to come. So reversal of death, energy coming and burning it. Then quantum is becoming less and less. Your
mm-hmm,
energy which is accumulated is becoming the packets of energy which is going is becoming less and less. Slowly the breath comes, but it becomes shallow. It's not creating
mm,
energy. It's not
mm,
taking samsara in. You cannot eat. You will vomit. The breath is reversing.
okay.
So digestive system will not work. Intake will not work. Breath is reversing.
Mm-hmm,
You can only vomit. You can only purgative. You can only have diarrhea and vomiting. You cannot have anything else because there is no energy inside to hold the samsara inside. So it's the symptom of death when diarrhea and vomiting starts. Person is in a panic. Now what? It's not there. The person will die. If person keeps on vomiting and diarrhea and not supported by some, or the person will die. And even the death has come, energy is not there. However you support with oxygen and mask and things will not work because breath has reversed.
I have one friend, he's doing the free diving. Free diving people is very popular. I mean, they jump to the water, they hold the breath. I think the record is 21 minutes, 21 minutes to hold the breath. So, and yes, they should be very relaxed. I mean, to hold the
Almost no
breath.
breath. You are not breathing, no? You are eating the breath. You are not breathing at all. You are eating the breath, creating a quantum packet of energy. Suppose 100 unit of energy you produced by one in breath. It burned out of you. This 100 unit you are expanding immediately because you are thinking a lot of functions going on. Digestive system, each system which is running will take that energy. But if you stop, that energy is neither going to digestive nor urination system nor endocrine system nor thinking system, then you can remain longer. As much you stop the consumption of that energy, that much longer you can hold it. So yogis start to stop their mind, no? Not thinking about this, not doing this thing, no money, no woman, no. I don't want to my energy to be consumed in any of the sources. So that's how they go like this. So, no. So I don't want my energy to be dissipated in anything. I just sit silent in my cave and do nothing. So that the whole energy gets accumulated to a point. The moment energy is accumulated to any of the point too much, it changes the dimension. It will go into another dimension. It will change the dimension itself. So even physical pranayama changes the dimension and you enter into the energy source, energy body. Where breath is almost not needed.
And the time is also changing.
Time is fully for you. Time is timelessness. More and more timelessness. So more we go to a subtle, less time. Like time is expanding, time zone is changing. So each dimension has its own time zone. Physical dimension, we have time zone of 365 days, 24 hours. But if you enter into the psychic zone, this will increase. Relatively, this 1 year could be here 365 days. It could be 3,650 days, equal to 365 days. So that relative time will change because dimension changing. Your existence of dimension, physical dimension. Now you are existing into subtle dimension. So then the time will change, the mode will change. Same like we change in dream, time zone is changed. We are not living in these hours. Yes, in relation to that, physical body connected with breath is counting the time in 24-hour cycle. But in psychic, it has changed the dimension. There you can be 1 hour and you feel, oh, it was like 1 minute. You will say, oh, I feel like 1 second only. So this time gap, because you are in a different zone. So for physical body, reporting you a different time zone, and psychic will report a different time zone. So each time you cross the body, subtle and subtle body, time zone is different.
So it means that the time is slowing down.
Time is slowing down relatively. This time doesn't exist. It only exists when you start to relate with each other.
Yeah. And if we speak about the tantric aspect, the time is Kali, energy of time is Kali.
Is
So it's
represented
all
as the name Kali. Yeah, Kal means time. In
uh,
literal
um,
subjective word meaning is time. Kal means time.
so in breathing techniques, there is four types of Kali: breathing in, holding, breathing out.
No, there are 12 kinds of Kali, each breathing differently.
Mm.
There are 12
So,
Kalis, and each one has different breath.
mhm,
There you choose which Kali I will do sadhana. Yam Kali, Badra Kali,
mhm,
Shamshan Kali. So, which one you will choose? Which dimension you can meditate? Which dimension you can enter? There you will do meditation. According to that, you choose that Kali. That your
mhm,
Isht. Make your Isht. Like Badr Kali is, can be, oh, I'm Isht. My Isht is Badr Kali.
mhm,
So, Badr Kali will have its own time dimension. Infinite time zone belongs to Shamshan Kali,
mm,
where the final cremation happening. That's controlling the final game of changing the soul from one dimension, because soul will finally go to Shamshan Kali at the end to be born again recharged, take a quantum
mhm,
packet of energy and come back again to this dimension. So, but that is Shamshan Kali in Indian terminology.
mm. So during this uh, breathing techniques, it's also the different images of Kali can be used for the connection.
Yeah,
Uh,
technically, you can have the same technique.
yeah.
Technique remains the same. Only what changing is the quality of breath. No?
Mm-hmm,
So most subtle dimension you move, you make your breath thinner. You say, I was smoking through straw. Easy.
mm-hmm,
You are making the breath thinner.
mm-hmm,
So your other emergency system of subtle bodies will start to activate.
mm-hmm,
Only quality is thinner and the length, thinness and length. So less thicker and less length, more subtle bodies, subtle colors.
mm-hmm. Okay. Another aspect of breathing is sound, because, for example, Ujjayi pranayama or some other pranayams use the sound. Is it important maybe to add some for this breathing techniques,
No,
some
that's
kind of
different. That's fully different. Nada
mm,
yoga techniques of breathing is completely different from your hatha yoga techniques.
okay.
None of the pranayama there is needed because swar yoga. You don't need this Vastika, Kapalbhati, Anulom, Vilom, this, that. No. There exists only one pranayama of Nada yoga. Only one.
Mm,
There's not hundreds of pranayama. Only one pranayama with one law, and you practice whole life. But if you come to sound, Swara Yoga,
mhm,
Nada Yoga, Swara Yoga, or whatever is all same. Swara Yoga, Nada Yoga. They both are almost same. So if you use this, it has only one technique.
mm.
If you are bringing voice, Nada, and this, it has only one technique. It doesn't have so many pranayama.
So it's a different. So because I realized that the one of the symptoms of asthma when it's the sound inside this thin sound of bronchs. When the people cannot breathe out, they produce this sound like a whistle. So
I
it's
can I can bring, but I cannot explain it. I need
mhm,
physical presence for this to improvise. physically should be present because it's very kinesthetic. I can technically I can give you fundamental principles of diagnosis and improvisation. But physical presence is needed of improvising to the person in complicated situation. I'm improvising in normal way, universal way, without understanding the technique and its implications. One can practice. I'm not bringing another yoga here because that's a different technique, and it cannot be improvised in a sick situation. Another yoga to produce sound and bring, you need to be very healthy situation, not in a panic mode.
As I remember from the Swara yoga, they also pay a lot of attention to the breathing and even to predict the time of death or prognosis of the health of the person is also based on the how he's breathing, and maybe not only one cycle breathing. I mean, how long to breathe out, but also the how many breathing per minute he doing, how is his rhythm of breathing. It's also the rhythm of breathing is the rhythm of life, and then you can predict something.
I will tell you another yoga when I will, but I need physical presence. You can change any breathing patterns, but fundamental, the place from where you take the breath in and the point where you're putting your breath remains the same in other yoga. You can change any pattern of breathing, that's nothing to do. But technically, here it comes in when we come to Swara Yoga or Nada Yoga, when you bring in Nada and Bindu in this. So that point, that Bindu, that dot, you breathe in the same dot you breathe out. It's a little difficult to improvise.
Yes, I understand, because this dot is the entrance to the other dimension.
I need sound, I need harmonium, I need person sitting, I need to watch. Then I can improvise. It's technically, practically, presence, physical presence is needed. Technically, I can only say, if you can try yourself, that the same Nada yoga, so from Bindu, Nada and Bindu game. So you breathe in from same Bindu, same dot, and you breathe out also in the same dot. Don't change the dots.
Now it's I find that one of the most popular breathing techniques is Soham or Hamsa. They call it meditation, or the sound of breathe in and breathe out. So many people call it most natural mantra.
Ajapa jap, yes. Ajapa jap means that japa which you are not doing it. Without your doing, it's happening by itself. You start to become aware of it.
Yes, and in Tantra it's Ham Sa. Some people in yoga say it's Sa Ham.
You need to understand, no? India is divided into philosophies, no? Two parts.
I think million part.
No, but basically two, fundamentally two only. Pravritti marg means you become motivated to live into the samsara and find your God. While you are digesting the samsara inside, you find the God. Not only when you die and you meet, not only when you go to deep sleep and when you die, only, or moksha. No, while you are in pravritti marg, while in movement, you are looking for that center, that God, and you are living it. It's called pravritti marg. And nivritti marg means I am not at all interested in this planet Earth or any of these bhuvanas to be relate again. That nivritti marg. So in nivritti marg, your emphasis is on out breath. Here in Pravritti mark, your emphasis is on in-breath.
So, what and so if you're interested in living, your mantra is hum sa.
Hum
Or
in,
hum in. Okay.
hum in.
And if you are not interested, like in Buddhist, you sa hum.
The hum will be outside.
Yeah.
Hum will, like if you see it as a Buddhism point of view, your hum will be outside.
Because is the dot point. Or,
Hum. Yeah. And
okay.
here, hum, you are taking the sansara and digesting it inside,
Okay. And
dissolving
now
it. So sansara is coming and fully digested inside. Hum.
Now I realize this breathing technique can be used in suicidal people who want to die, who want to kill themselves, suicide.
Yeah, Swara Yoga, Nada Yoga is amazing phenomena. You can apply it in anyone, any therapy, any symptom, any analysis you can
No,
apply.
I also mean the breathing. If people want to have suicide, it means that they are more focused on breathe out. So if we improvise them to breathe in and hold the breath, it will help them to
To
stay.
digest. The reason why they want to commit suicide because they cannot digest the sansaras. This indigestion is creating symptom, throwing out, vomiting. It's not digested. So throwing out, letting go, throw your life, go out of the body, die. Its only issue is the sansara is not digested. So therapeutic, again it becomes therapeutic. And we say, again, same asana sequence and bringing it to breathing in positions.
and, and also this technique can be used in for women who meet a menopause, because some of them they have a thought that they're no longer women. They cannot digest that they are changing, and the hormonal system is changing, and so they're starting to die. And if we improvise them to breathe in more and digest more, maybe they will, I think they will feel more comfortable and change their life to enjoy this period of time where they are not more reproductive, but they're still alive. Their wisdom can be.
Well, that's why we call it therapeutic. Therapeutic breathing means apply it. Apply wherever you want to bring physical health.
And even some sexual disorders, when the people don't enjoy the life, and
This is again reversal breath. Breath reversal means in enlightenment also breath is up, but there's a different process. It's becoming thinner and then going up. It's a normal order of enlightenment. But if it is going up and becoming broader, means death. There's no enlightenment there. So going up, breath leaving you. Life energy is leaving you, but becoming subtle, narrow. That means you are becoming going to moksha, enlightenment. You are realizing your subtle existence. You are going towards your soul. You are realizing your soul. So it's subtle and going upside. But if it is going up and becoming broader, means it's death. It's a heart attack. So if it become broad and leaves even your navel, you will die. It's a heart attack.
Mm-hmm. And also in ascetic practices like fasting, because yesterday we spoke a lot with Marvin, and he doing a lot of
Marvin is a freak
uh,
of fasting. Freak.
freak of,
Fasting freaks.
and to change his attitude is maybe if he changed the breathing.
No, I
Uh,
give the technique. Why should we think of changing? He's fine the way he is. He's very good.
no, I mean, okay, if the if the people are fasting, uh, it means they are more focused on breathe out of
Yeah, fasting.
living,
It's more focus on breathe out, but make it shallow, make it thinner.
you know, and they are not allow themselves to breathe in or eat in or
No, they are not
because
interested, no, to take anything, any content from
yes,
samsara and taking it. They're not interested in this. They want to
mm,
throw out anything which is inside. So they
mhm,
are going to detoxification. We call detoxification process, throwing out, vomiting, vaman, purgative. So giving
mhm,
is a detoxification. Same you do in panchkarma in physical way. This is panchkarma, but in psychic way.
yes, I take. Mm. And then we came to Vipassana with this watch of the breath. And in Vipassana, there is no such. They also try to put harmonized energy to all four parts. Yes, or
Vipassana is a different process. Again, same moksha. It's upeksha. You are not interested in neither taking in, nor to going out, nor nothing you are interested in. You are doing detachment process. You are fully detached from your own breath and fully aware, conscious of it.
Mhm,
You are withdrawing force. That is nirvana technique. You are withdrawing
mhm,
force. You are moksha. You are not interested to leave sansara. You are not taking
yes,
in
yes,
any. Buddhism technique is completely nivritti marg.
mhm,
No pravritti, no movements. Completely nivritti marg. So here you are using upeksha. That technique of upeksha means
mhm,
you are unconcerned about. Like you are seeing something like a crowd watching on the road, crowd moving on the road, and you are watching. You are not paying attention who is wearing what kind of clothes on what kind, a general view, and not interested at all who is sick and who is wealthy and who is what. So no interest, and still you are watching it. That's vipassana. That's not an easy thing.
yes,
You are
yes.
watching your own breath without any interest. No, so that's why it appears to be so pessimistic.
Mhm,
Nihilism, no? So people take it, oh, what a pessimistic outlook of life. This is upeksha technique. Vipassana is a different one. Yes,
now I realize.
They improvised it and changed a little when I did Goyanka technique. This so to compromise with so many people want to do, and everyone is interested in more and more sansara, but coming to Vipassana. Strange way,
Yeah.
people who are fully interested in sansara and now they are coming to do vipassana. So what this Goenka will do, like teacher? So he improvised it, compromised it, and say, okay, now willfully you bring your consciousness and go to every pore of your body, move around here, there. So make people busy. Otherwise, it's no technique. You use upeksha, detached I you develop in awareness and in your eyesight, drishti. So in drishti, you are looking at it, but completely non-concerned, non-attached.
Yeah, and also the every sect create this kind of techniques for detachment from and the people get detached and get totally involved in the sect and And also I realized that this breathing technique can be used in depression, of healing of depression, when the people also don't want, they're depressed, and the remedy is to breathe in more.
Same therapy. One thing I told
Yes.
you, this is Indian remedy, panacea. I found it. It's one technique. Apply everywhere you want therapy. The moment person becomes interested, oh, I'm healthy. Now I want something more.
Mhm.
Then you change the technique.
Is it any other universal techniques other than breathing?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
It changes.
okay. Okay. So today I think we discussed a lot about it's managing the prana or breathing or the yama.
Now, understanding the breath and its implications and applications, both.
More settle, samsara, eating. Yeah. Okay, thank you very much.
In a way,
Thank
it's very
you.
simple, no? Very simple, very simple.
But it's very deep. I mean, it's
Deep, yes. Subtle, and very simple.
yeah, it's very simple technique, but yeah, in application you can apply it everywhere. I mean, it's
Yeah, yeah.
million of applications,
Yeah,
and
application is infinite, simple, subtle, and sovereign, powerful. Sovereign means nobody can deny this logic.
mhm,
Nobody can deny that this process is not there.
mhm.
So technique is coming from the observation of universal law. That's how we call it sovereign. It states, and it's true for all of us.
Thank you very much, Guruji. Thank you.